Hey guys, welcome. Today we just had a new 4.3.1 PTU patch, which is the second live release candidate. So 4.3.1 going live is just at our doorstep, most likely between tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. So in this video, let's take another look at some of the latest and important PTU updates and bug fixes. The first update is regarding the effectiveness of the ballistic weapons in the coming 4.3.1, and I can't believe that we're doing this again. CIG just changed the ballistic damage resistance for all ships, armors, and shield the third time. And this time, compared with the last change, they have made the ballistic weapons a lot less effective against shield, but a little more effective against the hull. From the changelogs from the Star Citizen ship performance viewer, for the majority of the ships, the armor damage multiplier has been increased a little from 0.6 to 0.62, which means a ballistic weapon will do a little more damage to the hull of the ship. Just tiny little bit, 3%, that's it. But we do have some exceptions, as I explained in the previous two videos regarding this. So one of the exceptions is the Anvil Arrow. The Anvil Arrow has a damage modifier. So the difference between the multiplier and the modifier, the multiplier is the actual damage taken. The modifier is the damage resistance. The Anvil Arrow has a damage modifier, 35%. Next exception is the Razor. All the razors, the damage resistance is only negative 25%, which means the razor will take 75% of the ballistic damage if hit. Another exception will be the Merlin or the Archimedes. It's the same, negative 25%. Another exception is the Fury family. All the Furies, the damage modifier is negative 30%. And the last exception will be the M50 Interceptor, which will take 80% of the damage because the modifier is minus 20%. So those are the exceptions that I have found. And for the rest, including all the ground vehicles, hover bikes, and every other ship, the damage modifier is 38%. And the damage multiplier is 0.62. However, one big change they made in this patch is regarding the shield resistance. For the shield physical absorption, the maximum has been increased from 0.2 to 0.45 by 125%. One ballistic round, which has 100 hit points, hit the ship with full shield. Before, 80% of the physical damage will penetrate through the shield, but right now, only 55, because 0.45, which means 45% of the physical or ballistic damage has been resisted. So only 55 penetrate through, which is close to half. Which means if you're at full shield, it can block almost 50% of the ballistic damage, which will make the ballistic weapon less effective against the shield. So this change they made, which made the ballistic weapon much less effective against shield and little more effective against hull, will maybe change our loadout tactics. We might need some weapons to take down the shield, and then ballistic will do more damage to the hull. Let's use our old bullet again. 100 hit point for this bullet. Hit the shield, which will take 45% away. So only 55 hit points penetrate through the shield. And then hit the armor of the ship. That's 55 hit points times 0.62 equals close to 34 hit points. So in a word, the ballistic weapon against a full shielded ship, except those exceptions that we just talked about, the effectiveness is about 34%. So we did a calculation in our previous video. In the 3.4 live, the ballistic weapon effectiveness is about 33.6%, which can round up to 34%. So the final result is about the same. However, I did a little test here. With full shield, you can kill a ship faster in the PTU than in the PU. So according to our numbers, they're about the same, but in real test, the ballistic weapons are more effective in the PTU than in the PU. Let's take a look.
Friendly target. Friendly target. Friendly target. Friendly target. Friendly target.
The next comparison test is all done in the 4.3.1 PTU. One is with full shield and the other is without full shield. And you can see the dramatic difference of the effectiveness of the ballistics between two different scenarios.
Friendly target. Friendly target. Friendly target. Friendly target. Friendly target.
The next update is regarding the Tier 1 medical beds. According to the latest patch note, the Tier 1 medical bed maximum distance respawn is incorrect. And this is listed in the current issues, not in the bug fix list. But we're gonna do a few quick tests as well. So, Tier 1 medical bed, I'm gonna set spawn here. And I'm gonna land the ship right here and then fly another ship away. The patch note said that the respawn range for the Tier 1 bed is 750 million kilometers, which is 750 gigameters. But as I tested in the previous video, this is not the case. So let's try 750,000 kilometers, which is 750 megameters. And that's less than 1 gigameter. And cut quantum right here, 725 megameters. Now I'm gonna backspace here. Oh, that's good. This range, I can respawn on the Tier 1 bed. Yep, I spawn back on the ship. This is within 750 megameters. The next respawn range we're gonna test out is within 7.5 gigameters. And we're gonna get as close as possible. This one is a little bit further. Okay, let's just jump to this place. Okay, I'm gonna stop right here. The distance right now is 7.3 gigameters. Gonna backspace. Oh. Going back to the Tier 1 bed. There we go, respawned on the Tier 1 bed within 7.5 gigameters. I think I respawned at 7.3 gigameters. So that range is good for the Tier 1 bed respawn. Next test, we're gonna increase the respawn range to less than 75 gigameters. And jumping this route will take me 70.57 gigameters, so you can jump here. Okay, we have arrived, and that's 70.5 gigameters. Backspace. Oh, nice, 70.5 gigameters respawn back on the Tier 1 bed. So looks like the respawn range for the Tier 1 bed is fixed. Still a question mark, but at least according to our test here, it works consistently within 75 gigameters. Now, the last update, according to a Spectrum post, CIG has fixed the respawn for the Heartseeker ballistic turrets. The problem we're having before is once the ship is destroyed or you reclaim the ship, the guns will be gone. So very simple task. We're gonna self-destruct the ship. Reclaim the ship. Okay, the ship is respawned, but I think the gun's gone. So no guns after I respawn the ship, but let's try this. I'm gonna tractor this gun out. Okay, repair the ship. And yes, the base is back, but no barrel. So problem not solved.